Humans have always been fascinated by violence. From ancient tribal wars to modern-day conflicts, it's a part of who we are. But why? Evolution holds the answer. Our ancestors lived in a world of constant danger, where survival meant outsmarting predators and outcompeting rivals. Aggression wasn't just an option, it was necessary for survival. This survival instinct has been hardwired into us over millions of years. Let's rewind to a time when early humans roamed the earth. The competition for food, shelter, and mates was fierce. Studies show that early humans who displayed aggression were more likely to secure resources and pass on their genes. In today's world, we don't need to hunt for food or fight for survival in the same way, but the instincts remain. The violent streak we see today is a shadow of the past. Science reveals something even more surprising. Violence wasn't just about survival, it was a strategy for dominance. Anthropologists have studied ancient societies where violence often led to higher reproductive success. This isn't just speculation. Even today, leaders and dominant figures in society often exhibit traits that stem from ancient survival strategies, including aggression. But violence isn't unique to humans, is it? The animal kingdom is full of aggression, from lions defending their pride to wolves battling for dominance. However, humans take violence to another level. Why? Our ability to form tribes and alliances amplified conflicts. The us versus them mentality evolved as a way to protect our own, but it also laid the foundation for war and large-scale violence. The question is, are humans more violent now than before? Interestingly, experts like Steven Pinker argue that despite the headlines, violence has actually declined over centuries. However, the perception of violence persists because our brains are still wired to detect threats, a survival mechanism from our evolutionary past. Our brains play a significant role in this story. The amygdala, the part of the brain that processes fear and aggression, is overactive when we feel threatened. Scientists believe that early humans developed this heightened response to survive in dangerous environments. Today, this same response can trigger unnecessary aggression, from road rage to social conflicts. One of the most critical aspects of violence is tribalism. Early humans needed strong group bonds to survive, but these bonds often led to hostility toward outsiders. This evolutionary behavior is still visible in modern society, from cultural divisions to political rivalries. Our instincts haven't changed, only the stage has. Why, then, are some humans more violent than others? Genetics, upbringing, and environmental factors play a role, but evolution shows us that some level of aggression was an advantage. Those who were more aggressive often rose to power, controlled resources, and dominated their societies. Here's a thought-provoking question. Are we doomed to remain violent forever? Evolution has given us empathy and cooperation too. While aggression helped us survive, empathy has helped us build societies. Balancing these traits is the key to a peaceful future. After all, the same brain that triggers violence also creates art, innovation, and compassion. Finally, it's essential to recognize that understanding our violent tendencies is the first step toward overcoming them. By acknowledging that aggression is a part of our evolutionary past, we can work to control it in the present. Education, awareness, and empathy are the tools that can help us channel these instincts positively, ensuring that violence doesn't define us but becomes a lesson from our past. Even though violence has declined statistically, its roots run deep. When we look at modern-day conflicts, wars, riots, or even street altercations, they are often a result of our evolutionary programming clashing with today's complex world. For example, territorial disputes among nations mirror the way early humans fought over resources. The stage may have changed, but the motivations remain eerily similar. Interestingly, studies have shown that our violent tendencies are closely tied to our emotions. Anger, fear, and jealousy, all primal emotions, fuel aggression. These emotions were essential for survival in ancient times but can wreak havoc in today's interconnected, fast-paced world. This is why emotional intelligence and mindfulness are so crucial. They help us break free from these ingrained patterns. What's fascinating is that violence often comes hand in hand with progress. Think of revolutions that brought change or conflicts that shaped nations. While the means may be violent, the outcomes often lead to new societal structures. It's a paradox of human evolution: aggression destroys, but it also builds. Some scientists argue that violence may have been a necessary step in human evolution. Without competition, humanity might not have developed the drive to innovate or explore. From creating weapons for survival to building civilizations, the need to overcome threats pushed humans to evolve intellectually. This raises the question, could we have advanced without it? But there's hope. As much as evolution wired us for violence, it also wired us for cooperation. From forming tribes to building global communities, humans have always had the capacity for teamwork and empathy. This duality is what makes us unique and gives us the power to choose peace over conflict. In the modern world, violence often stems from misunderstandings, fear of the unknown, or unchecked emotions. By understanding its evolutionary roots, we can address these triggers and create systems that encourage cooperation over conflict. History shows us the problem, but it also shows us the solution. Think of violence as a leftover tool from an ancient toolbox. We don't need it to survive anymore, but it's still there, tempting us in moments of stress or fear. The challenge is learning when to put it down and pick up better tools, like communication, empathy, and understanding. As we look to the future, the question isn't just why humans are violent but how we can evolve beyond it. Technology, education, and awareness give us the opportunity to rewrite the narrative. The next phase of human evolution doesn't have to be marked by violence, it can be marked by unity. Understanding our violent nature isn't about justifying it, it's about learning from it. When we see violence as part of our evolutionary story, we gain the power to shape the next chapter. After all, evolution isn't just about survival, it's about adaptation. So, why are humans so violent? The answer lies in millions of years of evolution, shaped by survival and struggle. But here's the takeaway: while violence may be a part of our past, it doesn't have to define our future. The choice to change, to grow, and to build a peaceful world lies with us. In our earliest days, survival demanded violence, a desperate fight for existence. But today, we hold the power to choose something greater. Will we let the shadows of the past dictate our future? Or will we step into the light of peace, compassion, and unity? Every action, every word, every choice shapes the legacy we leave behind. So, what will you choose?